This conference will now be recorded.
Anybody has any queries in the relationship, object relationship? So what are the two types of behaviors? Yeah. Look up, right? So here the relationship is mandatory. It is optional. Cascade delete feature is available in the master detail relationship, right? We cannot go for a cascade delete. Parent and child as, okay, as its own owner field. As its own owner field, okay? Each of the object as owner field as its own. Okay, in the case of your master detail, once you establish relationship, master detail, the owner of the master became the owner of the child. If you see the child record, you don't see the owner field in the record. Okay, this basically controlling the security permission things. Not now at this point, you may not able to get this practical things you cannot see now. We'll see this property later. Okay. Okay, what else you have seen? We have seen the search layout. Okay, so we'll move on to um, some considerations of master detail. Okay. Maximum 40 roll-up summary field you can create in an object. We created 2 or 3 roll-up summary field, right? Got me? What is a roll-up summary field? You can summarize the child number of records. If you have any currency field, you can take the sum, maximum of the salary, right? Minimum of the salary. You cannot take the average. Average is not possible. Max, min, count for number of records. Sum of currency field, percentage, okay, and number. What about max and min? Max and min is applicable for currency, number, date, time, percentage. Okay, so for an object, on a master object, I can create maximum 40 roll of summary field. Okay, and what are the other considerations? A master can be a master to any number of objects. How many objects an object can be a master to other child objects? Okay, so it's possible. An object A can be master to object B. An object A can be object master to two objects B and C. It can be master to any object. So there is no limits. An object A can be a master to any different child below it. Okay, this level is possible. And in one object, I cannot have more than two master detail relationship. Yesterday we created employee is a one object, and what is a master actually? Which object? Department. So it's a one-to-many relationship. Am I right? One department can have more than employees. So where you created master detail relationship field? Here in employee object, I created master detail relationship field. So one field I created. Suppose I'm having another another one. Say I created some application called object called tax. So I like to make this again another master. So I'll create one more field here. Yeah, field 2 parent is a tax. That's a maximum limit. If I'm going to have one more object here, okay, I need to create a master detail. I cannot create this. Sorry. Okay, this is not possible. So maximum two master detail relationship field you can create on an object. So okay, so a child can have only two parent master detail. You cannot have one more master detail relationship field. Okay, so this is possible. And A and B, C is a child. So A is the one master, B is another master. Okay, this is not allowed. It means what? More than two master detail we are trying to create. It's not possible. It's clear to all of you, right? So an object can have only two master detail relationship field. Okay, right. And a child object can be parent to any other object up to only three levels. Right? What does it mean? I have object A, B, D, A is master to B, B is master to C, master to D, and C is a child. D is a child. Okay. So this is a maximum level we can do. We cannot go a further level down. We cannot do that. This is a maximum level. Only three levels I can have in the master detail relationship field. So a child can be a parent to any other objects up to only three levels. So the last one is not possible. Straight all of you? Only three levels. 1, 2, 3. That's all. Okay. And If an object has a two parent on it, it cannot be a parent to any other object. We already discussed this. It means, right, this is not possible. So for example, we have seen this is not possible, right? And employee cannot be parent to any other object. It's not possible. Okay, it's already a child to master. It cannot be a master to any other object. That level is not possible. Okay, you can quickly create some object A, B, C, and try to establish a relationship. You'll come to know the limitation. Right? You can also you can create this. You need not create a complete object records and all. Just go with the object A, B, B, C, C, and try to establish relationship. You will understand this limitation. Okay, and so this is a maximum structure we can follow. We know like 3 levels only possible. Okay, so 3 levels, 1, 2, 3, and an object can have 2 master detail relationship maximum. So this is a maximum structure we can form. It's possible. An object can have only 2 master detail, and I can have 3 levels maximum. So this is possible. It's clear to all of you, right? And one more important consideration. I have a account is a standard or custom object. Standard object. Okay. So I have a employee object here. I have employee object here. Account can be mastered to employee. This is possible. Employee cannot be mastered to account object. It's not possible. Okay. So custom object cannot be on the master side of the relationship when child object is the standard object. Okay. Able to understand? If you see the field dependency, can I have a controlling field as a standard field? Sorry, dependent field? It's not possible, right? The controlling field, standard field can be on the controlling side, but dependent side, you cannot have a standard field. You cannot control the standard field properties. Okay, similarly, the standard object cannot be on the detailed side of the master detail relationship. An account can be a master to custom object, but a custom object cannot be a master to any standard object. We cannot control that. Okay, but I need to establish a relationship where my custom object should be on the parent side. What you can do? We can go with the lookup relationship, right? Why should I go for lookup relationship? This can be a scenario. Okay, my account, my employee should be a parent side. Standard object should be on the child side. You cannot go master detail, but you can create lookup relationship. Lookup relationship is possible. Okay, the standard object can be on the either side. It can be on the master side or a parent side or a child side. It's clear to all of you. So in master detail relationship, a master object can be a standard object such as account, opportunity, or custom object, right? That's we know. And standard object cannot be on the detail side. I have some custom object called training, a standard object contact. So custom object as a master is not possible. Clear to all of you? Okay, there is only one rule in your field dependency as well as master detail relationship. The standard field cannot be on the dependent side. That's all. It's clear to all of you, right? So that's not possible. And if I have such type of levels, A, B, C, B is master to C, A is master to B, I can roll up, okay, I can roll up the B records over the A. I cannot roll up C over A, it's not possible. Okay, only the immediate object field I can roll up. I cannot roll up the sub detail. This is a detail, sub detail. I cannot roll up a number of C records on record A. I cannot do that. Only the immediate objects I can roll up. It's clear to all of you? Right. It's not 25, it's 40. Maximum roll up summary field per object is going to be maximum limit. It's actually okay. They increase the limit 40. Okay, it's 40. It's not 25. They increase from 10 to 25 from the release winter 16. Okay, but you can increase the limit to by submit the request to the Salesforce support. You can increase the limit maximum 40 also can increase. Okay, but go with the default limit. Default limit is going to be 25. So default limit is going to be 25. Right. So any question on master ID relationship lookup? Everybody has clarity and the considerations and all. Any question on this? So maximum how many levels I can go detail level? 3 levels. An object can have maximum how many master data relationship? Only 2. Okay. Right. And if I need a standard objects should be on the child side, what type of relationship I can go? Lookup relationship I can go. Okay. Right. There is a one more important considerations. You may get this question in interview also. I have a customer object. I have order object. Okay, there are 2 custom objects I have. Name, price. Okay, I have like this. Okay, some rows here. I need to establish uh, the master data relationship between these 2 objects. Okay, I'm going to establish a master data relationship between 2 objects. Okay, I'm going to make this a company as a master and a detail as a customer object. So where will create the relationship field? In customer object, right? So we'll create here. I name the field as a company. So what is the type we'll choose? Master detail will choose. Right? Is that possible? Can you create like this? The object has already some record into it, right? Okay, it's not possible because in the case of master detail, there won't be any record without a parent value. It's not possible, right? The record cannot exist in the detail object without any parent. It's not possible in the case of master detail. So what we'll do, if you try to create any master detail relationship between the two objects that has some record already, which object? The detail object. You cannot create. You cannot create, right? That will system will block creating such field, creating a master detail relationship field if the detail object has already has record into it. So what is the solution? Either you can delete or else first create a lookup relationship. In lookup relationship, a child can exist without a parent also. Okay. Once you created, then populate with some a parent value here. Okay. Now the child has a parent, every child. Then what you can do? You can change the type from lookup to master detail. So this is a workaround solution for creating a master detail relationship between two objects if the child has already had some already record into it. Right? In that case, I cannot create a master detail because a child record cannot exist without a parent value. Anybody has any queries on this? You want to see the practical scenario quickly? Okay. So let's create a two object. Okay. Company. Okay. I'll go with the standard field. One more field will add city. So one more object, customer. Okay, leave the standard field to store the name, phone. Okay, what is the other field? Right. So from schema builder also you can create the field. What type? Master did. Drag and drop into customer object. Parent, company. Oh, sorry. Don't create it now, right? So let's first insert some row. Okay. So you got me. What's the purpose we are doing this, right? So now I create some tab for the two object. Okay, let's add to training management. Okay, management, save. One more tab for custom. So tabs are included. Okay, how to add one more additional field, a city field here. Edit layout. Right, save. So add some record into it. Right, some two records. Customer, new. One more field added, right? Phone field. We'll follow this. Now there is no relationship between the two objects. Am I right? No relationship. Okay. Okay, now my requirement is to establish the master detail relationship between the two objects. So where I'm going to create the relationship field, customer object. Okay, from here I can create, I'm in the customer tab, I can create new, I choose master detail. Okay, so what is the parent? Company. Next, I go with the default settings. Next, okay, save this. You get an issue, right? The standard validation. You cannot create a master detail on existing custom object if the record already exists. So they give the workaround. Create first lookup and populate the lookup field, parent field, okay, with some data in all the records. You should not leave any child record without a parent. Once all the records has a parent value in your child object, then you can convert the field type, right? We have converted the field type from auto number to text, remember? Just changing the one type from another type, okay, to another type. So what do you do now? I'm going to create a what field? Lookup. Next. So go to the customer. Okay. Edit. Value this. Okay. And how about if you have a large number of records, right? We cannot do it manually. So programmatically we can do that, or using a tools you can do that. Okay, that part you'll come to know later. How to insert bulk volume of data, how to update bulk volume of data. Now we are just doing with the manually one by one we are doing. Okay, but we know about the tool process. By using tool, I can upload thousands of records, millions of records I can upload at a time. Okay, now what are you going to do? You're going to change the field type from lookup to master detail. So this is a field. Go inside. I think and go to edit also. Edit. Change field type. Master detail. Okay. The relationship field lookup can only be changed to master detail. You cannot change into any text or something. Okay, you cannot do that. Next. Save. Okay, now the customer, the company is going to mandatory field. Okay, over the company, I can also create a roll up summary also. Now it's a master detail. It's state all of you. Okay, now we'll move on to the next type of object relationship called many to many. Okay, many to many relationship. I have an object called book, an object called author. Okay, I have two objects. Book. Okay, so name of the book, the price of the book, for example, name of the author, age of the author, like this. Okay, so the scenario here is a book, a one book, right? A one book might be returned. Say there is a book called B1. Okay, so I have author here, A1 or something, and I have B1. B2, right? I have authors A2, A3 like that. A one book might be written by multiple authors, right? It's possible. It's possible, right? A book might be written by more than one author also, right? It is there. It's not possible. More than one author write the same book, right? Someone said no, it's not possible. Okay. And a author, one author may written more than one book also. It's also possible, right? It's also possible. It means a one record in an object will have a relationship with multiple records in other object. Okay. Again, vice versa. Again, the reverse. A one record in another object will have a relationship with multiple records in the first object. So it's this a kind of relationship we are going to establish. One to many. Okay. A student can attend multiple courses. A course will have multiple students. Got me? Such type of many to many relationship we are going to talk. We are going to establish now. Right? In the case of your department and employee, one record in department will be related to multiple records in the employee object, but other end is not possible. Right? A same employee cannot be in multiple departments. Right? Similarly, here we are going to establish many to many relationship. Okay, it's not like one to many. It's going to be a many to many. One record in one object going to be related with multiple records in other object. Okay, how we are going to establish the relationship? We are going to create one more custom object. Okay, so this object is called a junction object. You name the object as anything, but technically we call this object as a junction object. This object is used to create a many to many relationship between two other objects. Okay, how we are going to create many to many? We are going to create one master data relationship field here. Okay, to any one of these objects. I go with the book object first. Then I'm going to create one more master data relationship. And who is the parent now? Author. So now this object became a junction object. Now the many to many relationship can be established. How we are going to create many to many relationship? We are going to create one custom objects, and we are going to create two master data relationship. So any object has two master data relationship field. It means it is establishing the many to many relationship between two objects, and that object is called a junction object. It's clear to all of you? Okay, we are going to see this practically. Then you will understand how it is establishing the relationship. Okay, fine. So what are the steps to create a many to many relationship? Create a custom object. Okay, junction object. Create a create one custom field of master detail type, and choose a parent object called a primary master. So which object you choose first? That object is called a primary master. We are going to create another custom field and choose choose a parent object which is called secondary master. These are three steps you will follow to create a many-to-many relationship. You are going to create one custom object. You are going to create a two master detail relationship field. One, any object you choose, right? Between which object you are going to create a master detail relation, sorry, many-to-many. Choose one object. That object became a primary, and another object became a secondary. Okay. What is primary? What is the tab style you are going to choose for a primary object? The look and feel, everything, the junction object look and feel will be inherited from the primary object. Okay, and the owner of the junction object is become a primary master owner. Okay, so that's what is called a primary master. The look and feel of your junction object, everything is going to be inherited from the primary master. Which object you chosen as a first a parent for the master data relationship? Okay, any question on this? It's clear to all of you. Shall I proceed? Proceed the demo. Right. Okay, I'll go with the schema builder. Okay, we can also take the same example. Okay, we'll take the example of uh, book and author only. Let's create a object. Okay, author name. Let the name field here. Okay, and I also give a age, right? Save. What is one more object, no? Book. Okay, so some fields in the book object. Maybe the price of the book. Got me? Save. The two objects are created, right? So let's create some tab for it. Okay, two objects. I like to remove. We'll create another application. We'll move all the uh, books and author into separate application now. Custom. Make it as library. Next. Okay, so here I'm going to add what are the objects I can author and book. Fine. Say library. So I have book and author, right? So is there any field I added here? I think age. Okay, again book. Okay. Now author and books, two different objects. We are going to establish a many-to-many relationship, right? So we are going to do one junction object. You name the object as you want, okay? Right? And I make it as a auto number field. Okay, save. So what is the first step? Master detail. You choose any object first. I make it as book now. Okay, save. Now master detail relation established now. Now it is like a one-to-many relationship, like your master detail. It's your general master detail relationship. Book is a master, book author is a child. Now when it becomes a junction object, when you create one more master detail, this time the author is going to be, sorry, master is going to be author. Now we established many-to-many relationship. Okay, right. We'll see how we can relate the records. Okay, I have some records in my author object, right? Something here. Okay, there are three authors here, right? I have some book here. Okay, how to bring the price here? List view. Okay, so these are some of the records in my. I close this. So I have book object, right? So I have a BK001 name, price. Like this. I have author object. I have Wilson, Sharath, Sam, someone, right? And name of the author and the age. Like this I have. Okay. My assumption is this book is written by Sharath and Sham. Okay. So, and this book is written by Sharath and Wilson, and this has been written by Wilson. So there are some combinations, right? A book is written by multiple authors, and this author has written multiple books. Now we are going to make a many-to-many relationship between the two objects. We already created a junction object. I named the object as a book author. Am I right? Okay. So what did we created there? What did we created? We created two master detail relationship field. One is a book, another is a author. Am I right? People are able to follow this. There are two fields I created in this object. So this is your junction object, and this one master. Okay, master 1 or master 2. I think book I made as a master 1, right? Primary master. So this is a scenario we have. Okay, so this is a junction object, and I have two master on either side. It's clear to all of you. Now I created this relationship field, right? And I chosen an auto number field here. So name field is going to be a auto number field, BA001 or something. Okay. Now we are going to insert a row into this junction object. We'll follow this. I'm going to insert a row here. When I insert a row, can I skip book and author? I cannot skip, right? Because these two are master detail field. I cannot save any record without choosing book or author. Okay. Here I'm going to choose 001, and who has written this? Sharath. So here I choose Sharath. Okay. I'm inserting one more record. I'm going to choose again B001. So who is this time? Sam. Yeah, Sam. Okay. Again, I'm going to insert a row. 1. Okay. 002. Sharath. Right. So basically, this is going to be incremented. Am I right? Yeah. BA004 to who is this time? Wilson. So like that, I insert a row into this junction object. Okay. Right. So what is the relationship bring to you? When I open a parent record, I can see the detailed records at the bottom of the page itself. Am I right? When I open a department, I can see all the employees in the department. When I open a account record, I can see all the contacts below that account. Similarly, when I open this any of the book, okay, any of the book record, one master record, I can see who has written this book. Okay, I can see all these details in the related list. So one book is written by multiple authors. I can see all these details of the child record as a related list. Okay, and I need the name of the author and age of the author in the same related list. I can bring the field from another side through the junction object. Okay, I can also refer the name and age. Similarly, when I see any of the record in the Sharath, I can see all these details. Okay, and I can also see the name of the book and price of the book also. So through junction object, I can refer all the fields on other side of the master. Okay, and this is how you establish a relationship between the two different object, many to many relationship. Okay, we'll see the scenario now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to the author object or book object, whatever, right? Book object. Go inside a book. Okay. Yeah. Right now, the relationship, the related list is not appearing. The child should appear here, right? What I can do, I can go to edit, go to related list. So what you're seeing here, book author, save. When you are seeing department, you are seeing employee, right? The same thing you are doing now. Junction object is a child to book, child to author. Okay, so now able to add book. For book 1, I choose Sharath. Okay, assume like the same book is written by multiple author. So book is written by multiple author. Okay, how to bring other author field here? Edit the layout. Edit the layout. Scroll down to the junction object. Settings, edit. The author field I can bring here. Save. A book as written by multiple author now, right? You able to follow this? You want me to repeat again? Right. The same example I repeat. Okay. So these are two objects we created initially. Okay. And we created junction object, created two custom field, master detail field. One is a master to book, another is as a master to author. Okay. Then I'm going to insert a row into this. You can also go with the tab also. I go with the tab, the clarity. Okay. I create a tab for what object? Junction object. Okay. For junction object, I'm going to create a tab. Okay. I go here. I insert a row. So two fields are mandatory field here, right? So here I'm making the relationship. The book 2 is written by Sharath. Okay. And the same book is written by some other author. So book 2 written by Wilson as well. So now the right relationship established. Similarly, okay, what I'm doing now, the author Wilson has written book 3, as well as the same author, the Wilson, has written one more book also. So I'm just inserting a row accordingly. When I insert a row here, okay, when I insert a row here, I choose a row which book has written by which author, and whether the author has written multiple books. Those many rows I insert here. Once the rows are inserted, okay, once the rows are inserted, I go to the book object, for example. I open any of the book record. I can see, right, who has written this book. Okay, if multiple authors written this book, I'm going to add one more row here. That's all. Click new, and I choose someone and click save. And two authors written this book. Got me? It's clear to all of you. When I go to the author, I can also see how many books this author has written. Okay, to do that, I need to bring the junction object information here. How to bring that? Edit, related list, book author. From here, I'm in the which object layout? Author object. Okay, from the author object layout, through the related list, I can refer these fields. From the book layout, through the junction object related list, I can refer author. So either side you can refer. You can refer the other end of the object field here in one side. Being another side, I can bring the other object field also, other master field also. Okay. So that's a property you are going to get in junction object. So now click. I can get the book name, the price of the book, save. So now, got me? A book has written by these authors. This author has written 3 books. If I go to any of the books, I can also see the book has written by these authors. So you're going to establish a relationship now, many to many. People able to follow this. Okay, so creating many to many relationship is nothing but creating a junction object and create two master detail relationship. One as a master to a parent that became a primary master, and create another master detail, a secondary master. Okay, right? So when you insert a row into the junction object, you make the relationship. Okay, a one record in book have relationship with multiple records in another object. Okay, and a one record in author will have a relationship to multiple records in another object. So that's a many-to-many relationship we're going to establish. Is clear? Is there any confusion here? You have to implement this practically, right? Okay, don't try to get everything theoretically. Just go with the concept in the class. When you'll get more clarity? Yeah, when you log in, okay, touch your hand on the mouse and go and then that time you will see. Other case, you will not get clarity. Okay, so theoretically understand the concept. That's more important. Okay, more important thing is master detail says the relationship is mandatory. You cannot break the relationship between the child and the parent. Okay, so there is no faculty, no class. It's a master detail. Got me? No faculty, no class. That's a kind of relationship, master detail. If it is a lab, a student can work in the lab individually, right? No faculty is required. That's your lookup relationship. A faculty may or may not required. That's your lookup. Okay, many to many. It's like a student and course. A student can attend multiple courses. Okay, a course can have multiple students. Such type of relationship. So book author is a kind of example you can take, right? In real time, it's a real time library management, right? So you can go with this. And a customer can place multiple orders, and one order may be placed by more than one customer. Some cases not possible, then we need not go for many to many. But cases wherever you required, for example, I have a object called issue. Okay, I have an object called issue. I have an object called reason for the issues. There are two objects. Okay, one issue may be due to multiple reasons. Am I right? And one reasons may be applicable for multiple issues. Then what you will do? You'll get a junction object and relate the records between the two objects. Okay, how we are going to relate? When you insert a row into the junction object, you'll choose the record accordingly. You choose the issue record 1 and you choose the reason. Then again you are going to repeat the same record. Choose the same issue, another reason. Choose the same issue, another reason. So now it's established. The same reason may be applicable for multiple issues. Then the reason needs to be repeated and the issue record will be different. Okay, finally you will able to create a many-to-many relationship. What is the advantage in the many-to-many relationship? I am in the book. I am seeing the junction object, right? Through the junction object, I can refer other end of the object field. I can see the author details here. Similarly, in the author object, author layout, through junction object, I can refer the book details, right? What normally will happen in your department employee? Being in a department record, I can see the employee details, right? The employee is just a child, does not have any other parent. But in the case of book author, it's a junction object. There is another master on the other side. So those fields I can refer here. So by seeing this, I come to know, right? Author has written this many books. And you can also create a roll-up summary, right? Roll-up summary field, you can create, I can roll up a number of records in the junction object. Got me? It's clear to all of you? So this is your junction object. You'll get a detailed notes. Okay, I think it's given in the already given in your hard copy. Okay, so yeah, as an exercise, you are going to do this right. It will happen if you delete any master record, the junction, any one of the master. For example, I delete the book. So all the records in the junction will get deleted. Or you delete any author. again the related objects records will be deleted. But the master record will not get deleted. The other master record will not get deleted. Okay, only the junction object record will get deleted. And if any master has more than 200 child records, then we cannot delete the master. You got me? It means what? The book author object, junction object, has some 200, more than 200 records for that particular master. Then we cannot delete the master. Then how to delete? You have to delete the junction object record first. Okay, bring it less than 200 records. Then you can delete your master. Got me? Right. Uh, in your master detail, we have such restriction. Okay, you cannot have more than 10,000 records. In the case of master detail, when I cannot delete a master object, you got it? When I cannot delete a master here, when junction object has a more than 200. Okay, in the case of your master detail relationship, yeah, how many? 10,000. Okay, if you exceed 10,000 records child for one particular master record, the master cannot be deleted. So you have to reduce the count to less than 10,000, then we can delete. Got me? It's clear? Right. We'll move on to hierarchy type. Okay, there is another type called hierarchical type. This relationship is only possible in user object. No other object is possible. Okay, so this relationship I can only create in user object. If you see here, I go to any of the object, say custom object. Take an example of author also. New. I don't see anything as hierarchical relationship type, right? Okay. I go to account. Account is the standard object, right? Standard, new. I don't see hierarchical relationship type. Okay, so similarly, I go to the user object. Where is my user object? Here. Field, new. Is possible? I can create. Okay. So what is the use of this? Whenever you insert a row, right, user record, an user object is a object where you are going to store your details. Okay. Whenever you add a user, I give the name, email, phone number, license, everything, right? That's going to be take a row in a standard object called a user. Okay. In this object, I'm going to create one more field called say lead. I'm going to create a field called team lead, right? So I have some record here. I just remove this field first. Let me insert some rows here. Okay, for a simplicity, I just go with a two field. Phone number, name, like this. Okay, now I'm going to include a field called team lead. So what is the type I'm going to choose here? Hierarchical type. So what is the use of this field? I'm going to choose another user as a value for this field. Whenever you create any relationship field, that relationship field is a field to choose a record from another object. What is your lookup relationship? I choose record from another object. Master detail, I can able to choose any record from another object through the lookup mirror symbol. Am I right? Similarly, this relationship is going to, okay, is going to make a relationship with the same object. We are not going to choose any other object. It's not possible. Hierarchy relationship type is only possible in the case of user object, and which is going to be the parent. Parent is also same object. So here for Ram, okay, Kiran is a team lead. Okay, for Sam, say Reddy is a team lead. So when I inside a row, I can choose another object and relate another object record to the current object record to the current record. I can make a relationship between the other object to other record in the same object, like a hierarchy. You are the lead for me. Okay, this guy is a manager to that guy. Like that, I can choose. Okay, and here I cannot choose the same user record. I cannot make a relationship between the same user record because the lookup mirror symbol is allowing you to choose any record in the same object, right? It's possible because the parent is the same object, but the system will block if you choose the same record as a you are trying to make a relationship between the same record. It's not possible. Okay, the system will throw an error. This is not possible. People got clarity on this or not? So what is hierarchy relationship? Is to relate, okay, one user record with another user record. That's it. So when you create this relationship, you are going to choose a parent object, right? Which is a parent object? You are going to choose a user object only. That's it. And you cannot establish relationship on the same record. You have to go with a different record only. It's clear to all of you, right? That's your hierarchy relationship. So where I can create the field, I can go to the customize user field, new hierarchical type. What is the name we are going to give here? I go with the team lead. Okay. Child relationship name, you'll understand later. I'm not choosing any parent here. It's default. The parent is taken. Parent is a user object only. You got me clear? Then next, there are some layout. Saved it. Okay. So any custom field you are adding, which layout I can see? Users here only. Okay. So I just go to say Kiran, for example. Scroll down, scroll down. So where the information is appearing? Additional information. Okay. You cannot customize your user object layout as you are customizing your other object layout. In another object layout, what I can do, I can remove all the fields. I can keep only record field. I can do whatever changes I can. But in the case of user object, this is a common layout, okay, which is used to referred by designed by Salesforce, and we cannot modify this layout. So whatever field you are going to add, that will automatically appear under section called additional information. Okay, so I can choose any person as a team lead for him. There is no functional difference. Just we are making relationship between the two user record. That's all. Okay, so I can do that. Okay, so I'm trying to make a same record. I'm trying to choose the same object, a record, user record. Then what will happen? The system will throw, okay, myself. I'm going to choose my same record. The system will throw a hierarchy constraint violation. You cannot relate the same record with the same record. It's not possible. Okay, so these are hierarchy relationship type. Everyone is good with this? We have seen lookup, master detail, yeah, many to many hierarchy. Okay, right. Your lookup, how will you define? Relationship is optional. Yeah, relationship is mandatory. Okay, in other words, a parent value in a child record is record field. Am I right? The parent value. When you create inside a child record, you choose a parent value, right? Through the lookup mirror symbol. So the parent value is in a child record is mandatory, or the relationship field value is mandatory. Anyway, you can define. Okay, many to many. Okay, so one record in a primary master will be related to okay multiple records in a record in an object. One record in an object will be related to multiple records in another object, and the reverse is also true. Okay, hierarchy is a lookup relationship in user object to the same object record. That's what. Okay, apart from this, a master detail has its own property. Okay, where the a roll up summary you can create. Okay, how many roll up summary? 25 by default, 25. Okay, and when when you create two master detail relationship field in object, that object automatically becomes a junction object. It means it establishes many to many relationship between the two other objects. So how to create many to many? Create a custom object, create two master detail, one to relate to a parent, one object as a parent became a primary master, another became a secondary master. It's clear to all of you? Okay, let's continue after the break. Just 10 minutes break. Online people will connect after break, 10 minutes break.